Welcome to Out for the Count TV. Today we're joined by Sheffield's very own Brendan Needham and his trainer John Fewkes. How are you both doing?
Yeah, good, thank you, feeling good.
I'm doing alright, cheers pal.
So we're one day away from the fight, Brendan. How are you feeling? Are you any nerves, or are you just ready to get this job done?
Obviously there's a little bit of nerves, got to be, haven't there? But yeah, I'm calm, I'm ready. It's just waiting now, just getting my name called out. Yeah.
And obviously, John, you've been with Brendan for a while. In your own opinion, how far has Brendan come since he's been training with you?
To be honest, Paul, he's come on loads. So Brendan come to me when he was about 18 to start with. He had plenty of K1 fights and all that experience. And him and his dad and herself, he was talking about boxing professional then. But I remember saying to him, let's get some amateur fights behind us first. Let's get a bit of experience. But then obviously COVID hit and things like that. Everything went a bit messed up, didn't it? And then when he come back how long did he come back? About 2 years ago? Yeah. Come back about 2 years ago. It filled out a lot, completely different attitude, completely different mindset. And I think when COVID hit and we stopped at that time, I think it was perfect, because when he did come back as a different man, as a different mentality, different personality, a lot more life experience, it gave me a lot more time to work with Brendan with his boxing ability, and it's come on loads.
Definitely. And from your point of view, Brendan, working with John, how's John improved your game?
Oh, massively. I mean, it's things that, it's the little things that you don't realise that he picks up on, and it's massive. And he understands me as a fighter. It's not just saying for everyone in the gym. It's my strengths and weaknesses he works on, and it's good.
He's got to say that if he wants a drink tomorrow in between rounds.
And obviously you've got your dad in your corner as well. How do you structure training between John and your father?
Well, it's easy really. I mean, he does a lot of me fitness stuff and my cardio and keeping me ticking over, and John does a lot of skill-based stuff, and we just split it, don't we? And we just sort it out.
It's worked well actually, because to be honest, there's a lot of people what would say it doesn't work. There's a lot of people that would say, oh, you can't have two gyms and things like that. When I've known Dave a long time, I've known Brendan since we were a young kid as well, and when Dave initially come to me with the idea of me working with Brendan and stuff, what I was a little bit like, well, is he going to come to me 5 days a week? Is he going to do this? What's he going to do? And I thought, you know what, let's have a go at this, rolling it out with coming and working with me 2 or 3 times a week, working with his dad, me and his dad on the phone and stuff like that. And you know what? It's worked brilliantly. There's a lot of people that say it wouldn't, and even myself, I remember thinking, well, will it work or won't it work? But it has. It's
based off trust as well. He's trusting that when I'm not there, I'm doing my work, and I'm not just sacking it off and going home. And
the good thing as well, it's a great thing as well, like with Dave, is, well, must be hard, because I'm a father myself and I'm a boxing trainer. So as a trainer and a father, it must be hard to give up a little bit of control. But when it comes to the nitty gritty, Dave just says, John, whatever you want, that's what we will do. Whatever you want him to do this, it's fine. You want us to do this, fine. And it works perfect, because also as well, it takes a little bit, or it gives me a little bit more time to work the sessions what I want to do with Brendan, if he's with his dad on a Tuesday or if he's with his dad on a Thursday. So I can say, right, we're doing this on Monday, pal, go with your dad Tuesday, you're going to do X, Y and Z, and then it gives me time to sort out sparring for Wednesday and for Friday and for Saturday and things like that. So, well, we're 3-0 and he's improved every fight, and he's in best shape I've ever seen him in, so it's obviously working.
Definitely. I think you only have to look at the previous fights to see how well it is working, to be fair. Obviously, after spending a bit of time with you and your dad, it's clear to see how close you both are. How influential has your dad been to your career so far?
Oh yeah, massive part. I mean, if you asked him, he'll say that he's taught me everything I know. So I mean, but yeah, a lot of times it's people think, oh, does he push you too much to do it? But it's not. It's all for the right reason. He's pushed me in the right direction for a reason, and I can only thank him for that. And not a lot of people can have that relationship with a dad where it's training separately and a father-son relationship. They're separate relationships really. It's like my best mate when I'm in gym with him, and he's my dad outside the gym. So it's good, mate. It's good.
I love seeing Brendan wind him up. That's the best part of it.
That's why.
That sort of brings me on to my next question. How do you manage that sort of like father-son relationship and trainer-fighter relationship?
Well, we argue like cat and dog, don't we? I mean, literally like cat and dog, but it's my dad, and it's good to have it like that. So if you can't have argument with someone, you can't be truthful with people, can you? So it's good, mate. It's good.
And after speaking with your dad, he was telling me how highly Dennis Hobson rates you. And given the fact that Dennis Hobson is at Clinton Woods, Ricky Hatton, David A, how much confidence does that fill you with?
Oh yeah, massive confidence with experience he's had and people who's been around like for years and years before, and can only fill you with confidence really. He's not just anyone that's putting boxing shows together. He's obviously got his portfolio, hasn't he? So yeah, it's massive confidence boost, yeah. Definitely.
And it's just been announced that Fightzone have done the deal with TalkSport. That's going to bring a lot more eyes to the fight. Is that give you any nerves, or is it just a bigger platform for you to showcase your skills?
Yeah, it's no more nerves. Just like I say, it's just more of a platform to get more fans, I suppose. Yeah, no more nerves. No.
Top man. And you're coming into this fight off the back of a good win in Malta. How much confidence does that give you coming into the fight?
Not much from that one, but no, I weren't happy with that last one. But
I was.
I got the job done at the end of the day, but I weren't happy with it. Which when you know yourself, I'm not happy a lot of days, to be fair. But
he's not. But this is the thing. What I'm trying to say to Brendan, and what his dad's trying to say to him as well. Yeah, a lot of experience in K1, European champion, all things like that. But it's kind of like rugby and football. It's both a sport where you put gloves on and you throw punches, but it's a completely different sport. So really, he's a proper baby in the sport. So he's had 3 fights. And
like before, with big fish in a small pond, weren't it?
Yeah.
It's the other way around. It just flips it on its head, and it's getting used to that again. It's
but
being up there with K1, it's back down again. And you kind of have to accept it yourself a bit.
But I think that's one of the problems there straight away. What he's just said. I'm now a little fish in a big pond. It's like I feel like Brendan should have a hell of a lot more confidence in himself than he has, because I said to my guys, I'll always be truthful, and me and Brendan have spoke. If I thought he was wasting his time at this when he's got a young kid at home and he's got work, this and that, I would tell him, but I genuinely don't. And I feel like if he gets the confidence in himself that I've got in him and Dave's got in him and things like that, and then when he does start to realise his first ever professional boxing fight without an amateur fight, he boxed at Eric I don't know his name, Eric N. Yeah, Nazarian, right, who's a very good operator, very good operator, beat him over 4 rounds like comfortably, beat Ryan LeBone in his second fight, who was a very good operator, dropped him twice as well, who I would put Ryan in. I know Ryan goes on the road, but he's better than going on the road, he just don't want to sell tickets, right? That's in his second fight, and his last fight was a horrible, awkward, one of them just horrible kids you don't want to be in the ring with, and what you have to just do your job, right? And he did his job, and for me that's your experience. For him, when he come out thinking, I look terrible, why don't I do this, why don't I do that, he did his job, and he got the 4 rounds in his belt, and now he's used to knocking kids out left, right and centre and this and that. I'm glad he's getting some rounds. Sooner or later, I want him to be off the leash and start taking kids out, but at the minute all he needs is rounds and experience, and I think once he realises he's coming along at the perfect rate, we will go even further.
Definitely, and as on about the last fight, I do see both sides of the coin. I can understand why you are so self-critical, because I think that's going to do nothing but benefit you. But as long as you don't overdo it. But at the end of the day, you can only piss with the cock you've got. If the fire in front of you is not coming at you,
you can only beat who's in front of me. So.
And you've just got to sometimes you've got to win the way he'll let you win. As long as you're winning, it don't matter.
And that brings us up to the fight tomorrow. You're up against the madman Martin Prosco. What do you know about Martin going into this fight?
Not a lot. I think you're only day on now, Friday, so only Tuesday I found out we were fighting, to be fair. Because I don't really get involved with on fighting. I don't look too much into it, because I think you can overthink it. Listen, it doesn't matter who's here, we've still got a game plan and we're still going to do it. It doesn't matter who's in front of me. I've never been bothered who's in front of me, to be fair, but I'm going to get the job done, yeah.
And I know you've just mentioned about getting rounds in, but will you be looking for the first KO of your pro career, or is it like I said, just a case of getting them rounds in?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yeah. Hopefully, I'm not with too cocky and set first, but I say if it goes past second, there's something wrong. So yeah, that's me saying that. Yeah.
I mean, it's a big platform.
He's not in there.
I think
I'm in there.
different.
I'm gonna.
I mean, it is a bit. Yeah, obviously, should everything go well tomorrow, how many fights are you thinking of having this year? You know, obviously, it's early in your career, so activity is key.
Well, I'll let him.
No, it's just because I was just saying I've just ordered a bathroom suite, so I want him out as much as possible. So if we can get him out next week and week after, about 3 times a month, we're going to go far.
Twice on Sundays. But about and hopefully 4 or 5 this year. You know, I know stuff can happen and fights get pulled out and events get pulled, but I mean that's why we've got Dennis managing us. So hopefully 4 or 5. Yeah.
I feel as if this new venue getting sorted tomorrow, and the way things have started to move, I feel as if our fighters now are gonna They've always been looked after. Dennis has always been brilliant with our fighters, but I think now we're finally going to get that platform, and we've got our own venue. After this first one, and all the hiccups are out of the way, and we've got everything set up and stuff like that. I feel like there's no reason we can't roll a show out every 8 to 10 week, and then if Brendan can still sell tickets and while he's improving, he can go on every single one of them. So I can't see why we can't. We as a team with Fightzone and Dennis Hobson Promotions and Fight Academy and Titans Boxing and Yorkshire MK, I don't see why us as a team can't all thrive over the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years.
Yeah, definitely. There's clearly some big things happening for Fightzone. You know,
even Roy Jones has come to watch Brendan box tomorrow.
Just
me.
Personally.
Yeah, just me. Yeah.
Top man. Well, good luck for tomorrow. You know, I can't wait to watch your career unfold, and hopefully we'll catch you off at fight.